What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So today I thought I'd do a reaction to the semi-final of the Scottish Cup that took place yesterday. Celtic 3, Aberdeen 3 at Hampden. Celtic coming out on top in the penalty shootout by 6 pens to 5. Very poor performance. I thought Aberdeen were a better team. I thought we were awful. Didn't think we deserved to be in the final, to be honest. Thought we were lucky. Some of the players were terrible. Carter Vickers was bullied. That's his worst game he's ever had for Celtic. He was bullied by Minovski. Him and Scales all over the place, particularly for the first goal. And even the second the two goals Aberdeen scored, I thought Scales was at fault for both of them. He's not Celtic quality, in my opinion. He's just not good enough, unfortunately. Taylor's gone backwards, back to the Taylor of the COVID season. I thought he was awful, absolutely rubbish. Hatate didn't look bothered, thought he was disinterested. Didn't win any of the balls in midfield, him and O'Reilly and McGregor. O'Reilly again, scored a good goal in extra time, but again, I didn't think he was interested. McGregor looked unfit. On the wings, Coombe tried, scored a good goal, so I'll give him that. Yang was poor. Yang isn't Celtic quality. Again, the recruitment is dreadful at Celtic, really is. On the wings, I don't think Yang's up to it, to be honest. He's just not good enough. Maida's the best winger we've got, and he's injured at the moment, and he's not even known for his technical ability. Don't even think Palmer's good enough, and that's controversial, but I don't think Lewis Palmer's good enough for Celtic either. The transfer business has been awful this season, and, again, Celtic were just terrible throughout the whole game. But, yeah, we didn't deserve to go through. We were lucky. Aberdeen should have got through. They should have had a penalty as well, which I'll get onto. They could have easily had 2 penalties, actually, to be honest. You could argue. I didn't think the first one was a penalty, the Scales handball, but I thought the other one by Carter Vickers on Hoyle, I thought that was a penalty. But yeah, Celtic, the game started. Aberdeen straight on the front foot. Aberdeen scored inside 2 minutes. Really good ball from Clarkson. Clarkson, what are they midfield doing in the defence, allowing him that space? He's got the quality. Lovely ball through. Minovski, it's a great finish from Minovski. Hart came out, tried to say, but what are Carter Vickers and Scales doing? None of them are marking him. Really, it's a good finish. Celtic 1-0 down. Deserved to be 1-0 down, in my opinion. We didn't start well. We got an equaliser. Kyogo, had a few chances in this game. Pressurises Angus MacDonald. Robs him. He hits a shot. It's a good set. It's blocked by Garterman. I thought Garterman was excellent today, to be honest. Yesterday, should I say, to be honest. He was unlucky. Garterman come out to Coombe. Good finish. Celtic 1-1. The rest of the game, first half, Celtic just couldn't get going. The passing was dreadful. The attitude was awful as well. Didn't like the way we played at all. Really was poor. And at half-time, it was Celtic 1, Aberdeen 1. Celtic came out, they had a lot of possession, did nothing with it, in my opinion. We did go 2-1 up. James Forrest came on, great impact, came on, scored a good goal. It really was a good goal from Forrest, but Roos should be doing better. Minovski then put Hoylett through. Hoylett made a real difference, real threat, got 2 assists. Gave Alistair Johnson a load of problems. He got played through. He should have scored, he didn't. Really was a poor finish from Hoylett. Aberdeen had another chance, on the line. Carter Vickers blocked it from Hoylett. Aberdeen did get an equaliser, deservedly. They come back into it towards the end of the game. Hoylett, lovely ball in, gets away from Johnson, plays the ball in. Scales is ball watching. Soiler gets between him and Taylor. It's poor defending by both of them. Really good header from Soiler. 2-2, Aberdeen deservedly level. Aberdeen should have had a penalty. As I said, in the first half, they had a penalty turned down. Scales, Minovski tried to trip it over Scales. It hit Scales on the hand, but I don't think that was a penalty. I think that was the right call by Don Robertson. I don't think Don Robertson was good today, to be honest. But yeah, that wasn't a penalty in my opinion. I think VAR got that right. But this was a penalty. Celtic got away with one. It was apparently for a foul by Hoylett on Johnson. I didn't see a foul, to be honest. I thought it was harsh from Aberdeen perspective. Aberdeen were really disappointed. Hoylett's done well. He's got in front of Carter Vickers. Carter Vickers has gone to kick the ball away. He's gone to clear it. He catches Hoylett. It's a penalty. Fast at the other end, it's Kyogo, for example. You're crying for a penalty. We got away with one. It was a blatant penalty. Like I said, Carter Vickers, that summed up his day. I thought he was awful. His worst game. But then saying that, he's got to carry 2 guys who are not good enough or are not performing. You know, Scales isn't good enough and Taylor isn't performing, so he's got to carry the whole team, to be honest. And then Johnson wasn't great either, to be honest. But yeah, so got away with one. Aberdeen did get an equaliser. You know, Angus MacDonald. You know, it's really... not Angus MacDonald. Yeah, so that was it, 2-2 after normal time, extra time. Celtic did go 3-2 up. You know, really good goal. It's Forrest who made a real difference. Forrest was our best player, to be honest. At least he tried. Scored as well. But yeah, he's involved in the third goal. Played out to Johnson. Johnson played the ball in. You know, O'Reilly runs onto it. That's the only thing that O'Reilly did in this game. Where was O'Reilly for the rest of the bloody game? He done absolutely nothing. You know, really pissing me off, his attitude in the last few games. Him and Otate, to me, were two of the worst players. They just didn't look bothered, to be honest. Along with certain other people who just didn't perform well. Yeah, really good finish from O'Reilly. Composed into the top corner. 3-2 Celtic. You know, Aberdeen, you know, got an equaliser. Angus MacDonald, you know, it's poor defending again. You know, Scales, what is he doing? You know, he's not looking at the ball. You know, at the man, you know, really is poor. You know, Angus MacDonald gets in. Really, again, Hoylett, you know, comes inside. You know, it's poor from Johnson, not getting close enough. Really good cross in. Hoylett played the ball in. Hoylett got 2 assists. You know, he could have got a penalty. Hoylett was Aberdeen's best player, I thought, when he came on. But yeah, 3-3. Went to penalties. You know, Celtic, you know, took first. They scored. Aberdeen took theirs. They scored. Celtic then took the next one. You know, kept scoring. And then I think it came down to Duncan. Duncan missed. You know, hit the post. Joe Hart then took Celtic's penalty. This was awful. Why Joe Hart was taking a penalty was beyond me. Absolutely terrible. He missed. Was awful. Awata scored. So it's advantage Celtic. We went sudden death. Celtic had the advantage. Awata scored. It came down to Phillips. You know, Phillips stepped up. Hart saved it. Celtic got through. But it wasn't a good performance. Thought that was shocking. It really was poor. Anybody who thinks this league is over is deluded, because this has been happening all season. Not impressed, to be honest. We can't seem to get a good run of form going, in my opinion. You know, we conceded so many goals recently as well. You know, we conceded 3 at Ibrox. You know, 3 today, yesterday. That is poor, to be honest, with Scales in the team in particular. Him and Taylor just don't look good on that left-hand side. I think that's our weak point. We need to drop Scales. We need to play Naroski and Lava Bielka, in my opinion, at the back. I know Naroski came on and we conceded, you know, one of the goals, but Naroski's better than Scales, in my opinion. But yeah, Celtic got through. You know, happy we got through, but not impressed at all with that game. Very, very angry and annoyed with the way they played. Didn't think it was good at all. And yeah, it was really poor. Got our next game's against St Mirren a week today. You know, we have to win that game. You know, not worry about what's going on in the game that's taking place earlier in the day, which is Celtic Rangers against... we play Dundee and Rangers play St Mirren in the early kick-off next week. But yeah, Celtic need to get their bucket ideas off, because that won't do. Simple as that. That's not Celtic class, in my opinion, that performance. But yeah, that's my opinion on that. Give me your thoughts and opinions down below. Take care. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.